It's been wonderful to be here today on the first day of spring. In earth-based spirituality, we call it Ostara, and it's spring equinox when both day and night are equal. So it's a very special, auspicious occasion for me to be here today. So I feel really fortunate that I was invited to speak here today. I am going to read to you from my Holistic Detox chapter. It's called A Fresh Start, Holistic Detox. After I do the reading, I'm going to have you come over here. Things are getting confused there. I'm going to have you come over here, and I'm going to demonstrate how to infuse herbs. And then I'm going to make some detox tea for you all to taste. So, and you can help me out too if you'd like. And we're also going to sign books. So please make yourselves comfortable and stick around till the end. A Fresh Start, Holistic Detox. Detoxification using a combination of baths, steam, salt, and herbs is an ancient African healing tradition that has been passed down and spread through the diaspora. Whereas many consider detox a concern of the body, in this chapter I examine the practice of holistic detox, which is detoxification of the mind, body, and spirit as a unit. Unlike invasive, unpleasant methods of detoxification, such as enemas, this chapter shares gentle herbal techniques that cleanse safely and effectively. Although my work is usually all about building bridges between modalities, methodologies, and cultures, after delving deeply into African holistic medicine, African-derived religions, which are also called ADRs, and African traditional religions called ATRs, I see a significant disconnection between Western herbal medicine and the healing ways of the motherland and diaspora. At one time, herbs were part of an integrated holistic activity that also utilized other significant spiritual tools used as ritual and ceremony. Editing out the spiritual basis of herbalism strips its long-standing connection to earth wisdom and faith. Today in the West, herbs are used to treat body ailments as a quick fix cure or temporary help, much like a pill. But there is so much more to working the herbs. Ancient Egyptian comedians and our people from nearby kingdoms such as Ethiopia and Sheba realized that herbs aren't very effective without spiritual agency. Without that, they cease to be special holistic treatment for a variety of ailments. This is why herbal medicine is often dispensed as part of a ceremony or ritual. Spiritual agency is a spiritual term, and it means working through or under the auspices of spiritual guides, faith, the ancestors, or other spiritual guidance. In African holistic health, herbs are not used, but honored, and they do not stand alone, but are a part of a complex foundation that includes veneration of the ancestors, deity, spirits, the elements, and Ashe. We cannot do all healing on our own, nor can all healing work be done by herbs alone. The paradigm shift in herbal methodology from a spiritual to a strictly pragmatic point of view is largely a result of commercial industries latching onto herbs and hyping their efficacy in a variety of industrial, chemical-laden products. You've seen them in dish detergent, clothes detergents such as Tide with aloe vera or lavender, and even Vaseline with shea butter or aloe vera, a largely fossil fuel product filled with petroleum. My concern is, what happens to herbs in this mix? How can they operate their magic while mired in chemicals? Detoxification from a Western herbalism perspective is also big business. There are now even kits for detoxification, especially prominent at New Year's. They include wonderful herbs like dandelion, milk thistle, flaxseed, and parsley, some of the herbs that I bought here today. They clean us through our kidneys, livers, and bowels, but toxicity is much more complex than that. In many parts of Africa, shamans look for environmental, spiritual, and bodily symptoms when addressing an ailment such as toxicity. In the African diaspora, Detoxifications with herbs, baths, or a combination of the two are used to address holistic disorder. This approach is growing in popularity in the West as a condition that affects our mental state, which can in turn hamper our spirituality. Toxicity is of concern as a holistic issue and needs to be treated holistically. Analysis and awareness. The most important step in detoxification in a holistic sense is to become aware of mind, body, and spirit. You can cultivate this type of awareness for yourself, family, friends, loved ones, or even clients. Some do it for their animal companions or spirits around them as well, whoever or whatever needs it. Breath. Because breath comes from deep within one's body, illness, be it of the mind, body, or spirit, emits a smell, usually found on one's breath. Be aware of your breath and that of others in your daily encounters. Scent is important. Animals use smell quite a bit to navigate the world and understand what is going on. As animals ourselves, we instinctively know the importance of smell, but because it is not much valued in our social world, we forget to pay attention to it. So many of us can't catch our breath. Why is that? In the process of becoming more aware, one of the key issues to consider is breath work. Toxic people and situations, whether involving friends, foes, loved ones, animals, spirits, or jobs, impact the breath negatively. When absorbing this toxicity, the breath comes shorter and shallower. Shallow breathing has all sorts of negative impacts on your body, from localized aches and pains, cramps, headache, backache, and stomachache, to more general bodily issues such as dizziness, insomnia, infertility, and impotence, all stemming in part from lack of oxygen. Holding one's breath too long and not releasing it fully puts internal organs, kidney, liver, heart, pancreas, thyroid, and more, in a constant state of high alert. Eventually they tire and fail to function. Environmental stressors. What does exposure to toxic people, rocky romantic relationships, tenuous friendships, stressful situations, draining jobs, unstable home environments, dysfunctional family dynamics, and noxious community issues have to do with the necessity for detoxification? African healers know that environmental hazards, human or spiritual in nature, can poison us and cause havoc to our system in much the same way as toxic chemicals. Toxic people and situations are like viruses. You may not be sure how you caught them, but the most important issue is to get rid of them. How much effort does it require, and what are the repercussions for your brain, emotions, psyche, spirit, and even your soul if these things are not banished or purged? One of the first steps of action is analysis through holistic awareness. A good African shaman or natural healer can do this analysis, examining every aspect of the environmental situation, mental, spiritual, and physical. Spiritual entity attachment. Toxic people and situations may or may not have spiritual entity attachment. In spiritual entity attachment, needy spirits, bad spirits, or playful and mischievous spirits inhabit the toxic source. You need to be alert to this possibility, and you will likely need daily prophylactics, and no, I'm not talking condoms. Spiritual prophylactics can be charms, amulets, chants, affirmations, or prayers. This type of